Yo, what's going on, YouTube? And welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forsythe, and guys, this is a very, very special video today. Yesterday, March 31st, 2021, we hit 1,000 subscribers on the YouTube channel. We'll be taking a look at the past from the YouTube channel, as well as going into the time machine to the future of our channel here, the direction I want to take this. We'll be taking a look at all of that in this video. If you guys like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey, want to see the latest news around the NHL, you want to be one of the first, potentially 10,000 first subscribers, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Even bigger, subscribe down below. And let's take a look at the YouTube channel. So guys, the channel has been booming, especially here before the trade deadline. I've had a couple of complications though, so if you've been wondering where have I been the past 2 or 3 days, the laptop broke again. I just got it fixed, spent $600 on fixing it, and I spilled water on it, and it made this weird sound, I don't know, whatever. It didn't sound good. So we're down the computer once again. So again, that has been the theme of my entire story here at Goal Line Hockey. We've had a lot of, adversity, a lot of things that have held me back. How are you going to grow subscribers off of hockey YouTube channel? Other people have that. What else have I heard? You can't make money on YouTube. You can't make money on this and that. That's all motivation for me to just go that much further. And at the end of the day, a lot of people say don't start YouTube channels for things that don't have a huge audience. I should have made a channel about football or basketball, but I'm not that into those sports. Like for me, this channel in particular is very much about growing the fan base of hockey. Because maybe somebody that's not a hockey fan, maybe there's just my thought, but maybe somebody that's from, say, Arizona or Florida or the New York Islanders, teams that don't usually get as much attention as, say, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Boston Bruins, the New York Rangers, the Montreal Canadiens, the Philadelphia Flyers, where they have a lot more coverage about their teams. I'm kind of that guy that's going to give you the content for every team in the league. And obviously I show bias towards some teams, the New York Islanders, but I do try and talk about every single team because fans out there want content for their team. Like I look online and there are very small channels, which is nice for the Florida Panthers. I've seen a couple for the Panthers. I think the Coyotes have 1 or 2 channels, YouTube channels, talking about the Yotes. So it's a good start, but the more content for your team, the better. I know when I was a younger Islander fan, I always wanted to watch videos on the Islanders because that's my team. So I want to see more of that, and that's kind of why I'm making this channel. I want to grow the sport of hockey, and eventually I'd love to meet you guys at some point. But we have a couple of steps to get to before that. Obviously, with the way the world has been the past year and a half, has obviously changed the complications of things. But that's all little details that we don't need to talk about. So we're going to talk about the more meat and bones of this video. So I started this channel back, let's get the exact date. My first YouTube video on this channel was... Okay, most recent. See, now it's not going to show me, of course. But I believe my first video was March 15th, 2019. Okay? I had just started freshman year at college, and I didn't know what I was doing with my life. And I've seen the transformation of me as a person, as, you look at those. I'm going to probably put clips of some of my first videos at the end of this video if you guys want to stay till the end. But you look at my, we've got a mic. We still have the same camera. I'm hoping that changed with the new Apple when we get it in a couple of months. So the camera quality is going to get better. The microphone quality has gotten better. The content overall, I believe, has gotten better. My presentation, you look at my first couple of videos. Hello, we are looking at the Philadelphia Flyers potentially trading Cam Talbot. That and more up next. You could tell there's been a huge shift in, if I gain nothing from this channel, if I gain no money, if I gain no fame, whatever, I learned so much about, talking in front of a camera, having a mic, and this is something that I'd like to do long term eventually, as a side thing. And I love hockey so much. I watch so much hockey. Not recently, I've been very busy, but I watch a lot of hockey, and this is my life. I mean, I live, die, breathe hockey. I've been playing hockey since I was 4 or 5 years old. I've always been playing hockey. I had a hockey stick in my hand on the kitchen floor, swiping back and forth when I couldn't even talk yet in the kitchen. I mean, this is the stuff that I've lived and died by the sword of hockey. I mean, I've gone through, especially with the Islanders. For all my life, the Islanders were a terrible team. A terrible team that, was a team that just was always at the bottom of the standings, disrespected. You remember all that with the Islanders. If you look up, certain documentaries on the Islanders, how they became, one of the most elite teams. And I'm seeing that start to take fruition in my own life. Growing up, I was a very quiet kid, didn't talk very much, a little bit overweight, and always the short kid, and I was never really, I never really grew out of that till I made this YouTube channel. And I feel like this YouTube channel has taught me a lot about people, taught me a lot about, just life in general. And it's so stupid because it's like, oh, it's a YouTube channel with 1,000 subscribers. Come on, man. But the amount, the correlation between the Islanders and my own life and this YouTube channel, it's unbelievable. Just, I start at the bottom and you're working your way up through a lot of hard work and just getting it done. And I've seen that work in my life, and I hope I take that with me through the rest of my life. I probably will, because I want more. I'm at 1,000 subscribers now. I'm already looking, how am I going to get to 2,000? How am I going to get to 10,000 subscribers? I want more. I'm not settling yet, and I have a couple things that I'm going to tell you guys about here over the next couple minutes that are pretty important. We're 7 minutes in now, so if you've stuck this long, I appreciate that. So, what are we going to do with this channel? Now, there's a couple things. So the first thing we have to get into is the camera situation. Now, you guys have mentioned that since I started the channel. It's 480p's. I know, it's not the best quality. This is a Mac from, I believe, 2012. This thing is almost a decade old. So this is an old system. They are making a new Mac this summer, or maybe even in the fall here in 2021. I will be spending probably too much money on that. But that is going to definitely help with the video quality. Not to mention, we have the mic, which I think is done pretty well. The audio has improved a little bit. It's not the best. Oh, that's the MPOW. The audio has picked up just a little bit, which is good. And like I said, I think the content has gotten better. And what I want to do moving forward is we are going to start doing live streams. Now, I've talked about this in the past, but I've looked more into it. I have a Streamlabs account, so I will be doing live streams for, while we're watching hockey games. Now, here's the other problem. I need another computer to do that, which is what I wanted to do with my laptop. But now that's since broken again. So what I plan on doing is, if it doesn't get fixed here over the next day or two, I will fix it hopefully next week. I'll go to the Apple Store, go through that whole process again, and hopefully get it fixed. I'm hoping for next Saturday. Not this Saturday, but next Saturday is the goal. And even that seems like a little bit of a long shot, but we'll see what we can do. If not, the following Saturday is my plan to get some content out. So, live streams, hopefully during the week. It's probably going to be the later games because I don't leave my work till 9 o'clock at night. So we're probably looking at the 10:30 games. We'll do live streams unless I'm off that day, which is very, very rare and far and few in between. So that's something that we have looked at. So live streams, that's the first thing. The second thing, I'm looking at rebranding. I love the Goal Line Hockey logo. We've had some changes to it since the beginning, but this has been the predominant logo. And it's not really anything special. I mean, I love the logo. It's going to be a vintage logo at some point, but there's nothing to it. You're not going to buy many hats and t-shirts and stuff that have this logo. I mean, it's a great logo, but let's be honest, it's an orange circle with blue lines on it. I'm fixing that. I am looking at making a legitimate logo. I've looked online at potential logos, and none of them have been screaming at me. So I've considered, if you guys are interested, I've even considered bringing in logos from you guys, the fans, just as something to look at. I've thought about making my own logos, so that's the kind of stuff that we're looking at right now for Goal Line Hockey. And that leads to my other thing, merchandise. I am looking to get more merchandise. I do have hats, I have masks, and I have some toques, as well as a couple sweatshirts. So we have some stuff at Goal Line Hockey. This will be vintage at some point, so this is a pretty, this is the kind of thing where you're not going to see many of these around, especially as we change the logo. So that's the kind of stuff that we're going to see change here over the next couple months. It's not going to happen right away, but that is something that we are working on. I'm super excited. Like I said, guys, back 6-7 months ago, I'm trying to think, September, it was September, early September, I reached 500 subscribers. Now, at that time, this channel was a year and a half old. It took a year and a half. So it took 18 months to get 500 subscribers. In 7 months, maybe 8 months, we have gotten another 500 subscribers. Unfreaking real. A third of the time it took to get my second 500 subscribers. And we're at 1,000 subscribers now, and it is still running. I mean, the past 2 days, we've already gotten like 10 subscribers in the past day. It's crazy. And especially as we get closer to the deadline, the Stanley Cup playoffs, I am so excited for the future of this channel. As we continue to grow, creating better content, I think changes I've made to the channel. I mean, you look at thumbnails, how they have improved, just different things I've done to just change things up a little bit. And I've seen vast improvement from some of those changes. And we're going to keep that going until this thing freaking crashes, right? So, guys, I appreciate so much what you guys have been, some of you that have been here as one of the first 100 subscribers or the first 500 or the first 1,000. I appreciate you all the same. Obviously, it's been a long journey. And, again, very few channels get to 1,000 subscribers. But to become that next category, we need to hit 10,000, 100,000 subscribers. I am not done yet, and I think doing live streams will get me pushed in the YouTube algorithm, and just more videos overall, especially as we get closer to the trade deadline. We're going to have more videos like that. So, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. What was when you subscribed to our channel, what was the YouTube subscriber count? Were you one of the first subscribers, one of the most recent subscribers? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you guys like what we're doing here at Goal Line Hockey and want to see the latest news around the NHL, you guys know what to do. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and even bigger, subscribe down below. Guys, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I say that sincerely at the end of every video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.